The Queen is looking to Kate, the Duchess of Cambridge, to fill the void left by Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's abrupt departure from the firm, and is reportedly planning to hand her sporting patronages left vacant in yet another sign of approval. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex were stripped of their patronages and honorary positions when they stepped down from their senior royal roles. While they had initially planned to continue their work with charities and organizations on behalf of the monarch, she firmly slapped down their half-in half-out work model. And now, following more than a year of cancelled engagements due to the COVID pandemic, Her Majesty is looking to get things back on track by appointing Kate as patron of the Rugby Football Union, RFU, and the Rugby Football League, RFL. The positions previously held by Harry are set to be announced in the coming months, according to the Sunday Times. The Queen will likely go public with her plan to usher Kate in to fill Harry's shoes before the Rugby League World Cup in October and November. The Duchess, 39, is a well-known lover of the outdoors and has long championed the benefits of sport for physical and mental health. Growing up in the Berkshire village of Bucklebury, Kate was accustomed to rugby and would often watch games with her sports-mad family. Her younger sister Pippa delved into the family's love for the sport in a 2014 article for Vanity Fair magazine. She said, "Picture the scene. It's Saturday afternoon in the Middleton household. The atmosphere is heavy with expectation. All eyes are on the television. We're watching England play Ireland in the 1996 Five Nations Rugby Tournament. Rugby was a big thing in our family, and the focal point was international matches. We'd plan our weekends around the matches. If we lost, my dad would be in a state of despair for the rest of the afternoon, as if he'd actually lost the game himself." However, Kate won't be the first in the Cambridge household to hold a patronage with the sport, as Prince William is patron of the Welsh Rugby Union. Discussions between the Queen, members of her family and royal aides on who should fill the remaining patronages stripped from Harry and Meghan are continuing. Prince William and Kate, Duchess of Cambridge, have avoided the pitfall of jealousy which plagued relations between Charles and Diana, according to royal insiders. The Prince of Wales, 73, is said to have resented his younger wife's greater popularity with the public, an issue which would complicate their relationship. The green-eyed monster of jealousy raised its head during an official tour to Australia in 1983, where Diana was very much the darling of royal fans and the press alike. Prince Charles was reportedly miffed by the media attention and public adulation his wife enjoyed. The princess revealed to Martin Bashir in their 1995 interview that her husband had been stung by her dazzling success and popularity with the Aussie press and public. Now, if you're a man like my husband, a proud man, you mind about that if you hear it every day for 4 weeks, she said. Not content with having conquered the royal family, the Duchess now appears to have her eyes firmly set on scaling the political heights of Washington. Tom Bower, who is working on a biography about Meghan, believes the prospect of a President Markle is realistic. Writing in The Sun, he points out that California has a tradition of electing Hollywood actors to political office. The most famous of those was Ronald Reagan, who served 2 terms as governor of California, before eventually being propelled to the White House. Mr. Bower argues that the Duchess of Sussex could use California as a similar launch pad for her political ambitions. With the support of Democrat godfathers the Clintons and the Obamas, Meghan should have little difficulty getting nominated as one of the state's 40 congressmen sent to Washington, he writes. The Queen's quick-wittedness was on show when she was asked a confusing question by U.S. tourists at Balmoral. Her Majesty, 95, was approached by an American tourist group as she enjoyed a stroll on her Aberdeenshire estate. Richard Griffin, former Royal Protection Officer, described the chance encounter. Mr. Griffin told The Times about how the group asked the monarch, wearing a headscarf and tweed coat, if she lived locally. Frogmore Cottage is home to Princess Eugenie and husband Jack Brooksbank after Prince Harry and Meghan moved permanently to America in March 2020. Frogmore Cottage is located just a few minutes from Windsor Castle, and the Sussexes moved in April 2019 just before their son Archie was born in May. The pair famously renovated the royal residence during their time at Frogmore, intending to use the residence as their UK home whenever they chose to come and visit. However, it was later revealed Harry and Meghan gave Princess Eugenie and her husband Jack Brooksbank Frogmore Cottage to use as their home ahead of the arrival of their first baby August, who was born in February 2021. Prince William and the Duchess of Cambridge's separation during their dating years is no secret. The couple said they were stronger after time apart. But now, old details have been unearthed of some problems surrounding the couple at the time. Prince William and Kate, Duchess of Cambridge, appear to have the fairytale life, lavish royal wedding in 2011, 3 beautiful children, and a palace they call home. But in 2007, the couple took a break after dating for 6 years, and while they mended what was ruptured, there appear to have been some hurtful things said. According to an old report unearthed by the Mirror, William's friends made personal and hurtful comments about Kate's family, which contributed to the breakup. The report, published while the couple was split, said some of William's pals believed Kate's mother, Carol, was unworthy of her affiliations with the royals. Carol Middleton, 66, was an air stewardess before marrying husband Michael and starting her own lucrative party supply business. The Duke and Duchess of Cambridge have been afforded lighter work schedules to allow them more time with their young family. Engagements are also said to be planned around their kids' school timetables. However, as the children grow older, Kate and William will most likely have to take on more work and face busier schedules, all of which means less time with the family. Gertrude Daly, who runs the Gert's Royal Replies website, told the Daily Star, Prince William and Duchess Kate have been taking on more and more duties over the years, but while their children are young and living at home, they have been given a bit of a reprieve. Relationship expert Sami Wonder told Express.co.uk that Kate's efforts were trying to pacify Meghan and that things are on the mend. She said, "For the last month I haven't seen anything new and negative come up from Harry and Meghan after Lily's birth, and I think Kate is making amends and trying to pacify Meghan. Because I actually believe Meghan came in with a lot of passion to do good work and she had really good intentions, and I think there is huge disappointment on the part of Harry and Meghan, because they did try and they really did want to do good for the royal family. So do I believe there is hope for reconciliation? Absolutely. Pod Save the Queen is hosted by Anne Gripper and features Daily Mirror royal idiot Russell Myers. Ms. Gripper argued that, if Harry has signed a multi-book deal, it is likely that each one will document a stage of his life. She compared it to footballers who write one when they are young, another when they retire from football, and another when they have a second career of managing or similar under their belt. In this way, the podcast host suggested that multi-book deals are quite common and does not mean Harry is necessarily waiting to reveal certain details until after his grandmother's death. She said, "You get footballers who do their first autobiography at the age of about 22 and then they'll do another one later in their career, and then maybe they'll go into management or have some kind of life outside football, and then they'll do another one." So saying that Prince Harry will publish a second book after the Queen has died, there is potentially a long period of his life. That is not necessarily an opportunistic right. The Queen has died now, I can wash all the dirty washing that I didn't feel comfortable washing when she was alive. Maybe this is me being optimistic, Sunny Uplands, but I did think that this is going to be a book about a particular stage of his life, or the story so far. And he is still building the next stage of his life, and that potentially will be a whole other thing to think about. Mr. Myers quipped back, do we need a running commentary about it though? That's what a lot of people will be saying. Sunday Express editor Michael Booker appeared on GB News and looked at the trailer of the Prince cartoon, which mocks the royal family including Princess Charlotte and Princes George and Louis. Prince Harry and Meghan also feature in the show, with actor Orlando Bloom providing the voice for the prince. However, many have questioned whether it is right to involve the children of the royal family, as other satire shows, like sitcom The Windsors, deliberately leave out the young royals. Mr. Booker discussed the show and said, I saw that clip there and I did have a bit of a chuckle. But it would be an interesting experiment to see, as they say, never explain, never complain, but occasionally they do. Look what happened when William and Harry, it was a very serious moment, but when they made that statement about the BBC and Bashir, that had a cooling effect. If for instance they put something out on Instagram, or if they made a statement about the show, they could get it shut down, and they have a great deal of power there. Relationship expert Sami Wonder told Express.co.uk that the brothers need to work together to rebuild this trust and make sure their future conversations remain private. She said, I think it's very important that whatever happens within their reconciliation conversations is not leaked to the press, because I think that's important to build the trust again. I think when Gayle King started talking about, after the Oprah interview, that there was nothing productive about the conversation they had, I think that was a big breach of trust. And I'm sure it wasn't intended, and I'm sure Harry and Meghan did not intend to take it this way, but these things happen. These slip-ups happen when you are an important and influential person and you trust certain people. So I think it's important that trust is rebuilt on both sides, and that both sides agree that this is a private family affair and it is not for public consumption. It's not entertainment, it's not Cosmopolitan and Vogue material, it's family, and it deserves dignity and respect in the way it is handled moving forward.